Mr. Philbin says that the House is not ready to present its case. Of course, that's not something you heard from any of the managers. We are ready. The House calls John Bolton. The House calls John Bolton. The House calls Mick Mulvaney. Let's get this trial started, shall we? We are ready to present our case. We are ready to call our witnesses. The question is, will you let us? That is the question before us. Now, Mr. Philbin says, well, if I showed up in court and said I wasn't ready, the judge would throw me out of the court. Of course, we're not saying we're not ready. But you know what would happen if Mr. Philbin went into a court and the judge said, I've made a deal with the defendant. I'm not going to let the prosecutor call any witnesses. I'm not going to let the prosecutor present any documents. You know who'd get thrown out of the court? The judge. The judge would be taken out in handcuffs.
Moments like this are really important because each side here is trying to persuade the American public. If you're a Republican, Donald Trump really didn't do anything wrong and we don't really need to look into this anymore. And if you're a Democrat, they're trying to persuade the American people that, hey, Donald Trump actually committed a pretty terrible crime when he tried to bribe Ukraine into launching investigations into Joe Biden, his 2020 candidate, essentially getting a foreign country to interfere in our elections, which is terrible, right? So they're trying to use metaphors to convince the American people of their arguments. Now, Donald Trump's lawyers, they were trying to paint Democrats as unprepared and coming into the trial saying, oh, well, we need more evidence and we need more witnesses, when the Democrats are saying, hey, look, no, we're completely ready. We just need to call these witnesses. We're locked and loaded and ready to go. We have the witnesses to call and you're not allowing for us to do that. And that's dirty. You're playing dirty, right? This isn't an actual trial. This is a corrupt cover-up. So Adam Schiff, that's a win right there. I mean, he owned Donald Trump's lawyers with that metaphor. So I wanted to make a video about it because the American people need to see this stuff. For me, being a huge political junkie, moments like this are the goosebump moments for me because that's it. That's the crux of it right there, explaining, hey, look, no, we're ready to go, and you're the ones who are preventing a fair trial from taking place.